Hey guys, it's Beltran. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video subject matter is the Liberal Party, their authentic mission. So for the majority of this video I won't be on camera. I just thought I'd introduce the subject so that everyone can see. Basically this video is me analysing the mission statement of the Victorian Liberal Party as opposed to their actions and how they manifest their actions opposed to what they actually claim in their mission statement, which Margaret, my friend, brought to my attention. Now, I think people should be free to vote for whoever they believe in, whatever their policy prescriptions and political ideologies, wherever they lean. But this is more so not even an expose, just a contrast of what they claim and what they've done. I do not hate anyone in the Liberal Party. I think everyone there is completely well intentioned. Now there are morons in there, but there are morons in every single political faction, and yeah, that's it. So take a look. Okay, so I think what's funny is this Liberal Victoria Party mission statement. It starts with the following. The Liberal Party welcomes any Australian who shares its values and would like to participate in the ongoing debate about the best way to achieve these values in the policies of governments. Yet, when I attended their event, apparently they ran shit scared. Let's have a look. Senior Liberal figures fear far-right identities are being allowed to cozy up to elements of the party's Victorian branch, a move they say could destroy their chances at the next state election. Okay, so now let's compare that with another part of their mission statement. Among the main values that are motivated Liberals and Liberal governments are a belief in equal rights and dignity of every person. Well, they didn't really treat me with much dignity, did they? Margaret and I were definitely thrown under the bus for no reason. All people should have equal rights and equal responsibilities to their fellow citizens. Sure, I can get on board with that. Policy should empower individual people, not limit or sacrifice their interests because of their race or class or religion to which they belong. Funny, because I am a very devout Christian. And yes, I make mistakes, of course, but let's have a look at what a senior Liberal source did to Margaret and I. According to the article, a senior Liberal source alerted Guardian Australia to Beltran's presence at the event. He said associating with the far right would damage his party's chances in Victoria, a broadly progressive state. Okay, so what's funny is all they had to do was not mention that I even showed up. I didn't know I was going to this event. I paid for it in advance, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know why I was invited. I didn't know why Margaret was alerted by it by a senior party Liberal member. So it's a lot of backtracking. The Liberals are morons. Now, that does not mean that the party members, all who make up the Liberal Party in Victoria, are morons. That does not mean that every single Liberal Party member is an idiot, because there are so many kind and wonderful devout Christians and just so many kind non-Christians who are also lovely, who are a part of this party, and I met some of them. But the ones who were stupid enough to contact The Guardian and say, "We're afraid of this girl, you need to write an article letting everyone know we're afraid," those are the morons. It says here, quote, "Frankly, the Liberal Party does not need these people in it," he said. "If we didn't get hammered enough at the state election, we certainly will next time if this continues." Well, no, that's really not true, because no one had to alert anyone to my presence there. By publicizing it, one, you're giving me mainstream awareness, which is probably not what you guys wanted to do, but you're so stupid that that's what you did. And secondly, by alerting them, you're showing how much of an SJW you truly are. Okay, so let's go back to the Facebook page. People should be free to pursue their values and control their own lives, so long as they do not harm others. Everyone is different. Policy must recognize the importance of variety among people and not assume that everyone is the same. Well, I'm not the same as anyone else. People should be free to pursue their values, and I don't understand why you guys spout this as a value when you didn't really afford that for me and for Margaret. So this is a bunch of BS, really. Who have I harmed? What have we really done? And if people are going to say, oh, well, you went to a church, did I punch anyone, or did I defend them and tell them, leave them alone? The family is the principal foundation on which individual lives and a good society are constructed. Policy should foster and strengthen family life. I believe that. I'm a Christian. I believe that the nuclear family is under attack, not just by Marxism or anything like that, but by the current narrative that's been infested into pop culture. Families are completely under attack. This is a value that we share. How am I an extremist? Can someone please explain that to me again? How am I a far-right personality? The acting director, Simon Frost, issued a one-line statement saying there is no room for extremist views of any kind in the Liberal Party. I agree with you. Completely agree with you, buddy, but so far we're aligned on a lot of the crap you guys spout here. Communities are created by people who respect each other and work together. Well, you guys don't respect me. You guys don't really respect people who are trying to make a difference and trying to promote the values that you claim to espouse. Peaceful, voluntary relationships between people in communities contribute greatly to individual fulfillment and provide the most effective support networks in society for those in need. Well, I agree. Once again, I should be free to hang out with who I want, but then again, you guys cry like little babies. And I am actually evolving my political stances. I am actually evolving my political circle, but seems irrelevant. You guys are, for lack of a better word, hypocrites. So here's a funny one. A person charged with an offence is innocent until proven guilty. Unless you deem that person to be far right, then you are guilty, and that's it. Freedom of association and freedom of religion are essential elements of a civil society in which people are best able to realize their values. All citizens are free to organize themselves into associations and unions to protect themselves against exploitation and to advance their values. Wow. That is the most hypocrisy I have ever heard. You are not the company you keep. It's funny because I have had Fraser Anning on my channel. I have had Neil Erickson on my channel. I've had dealings with him. I've had dealings with Blair. I've had dealings with Avi. I've had dealings with Sydney Watson. I've had dealings with Daisy Cousins. I've been around all of these people, but nobody talks about the more mainstream people that I've spent time with. They only talk about the ones who are considered to be far right. And I should say that I have always maintained my pro-Israel stance, even among people who are not aligned with me politically in that respect. Now, I'm not saying that those people are neo-Nazis or that they are white supremacists. They can speak for themselves. But one is still able to associate with whoever that may be and still retain their own morals. You can compartmentalize the person from the views. So clearly the Liberal Party agrees with me here, but on a public scale, on a leftist publication, they cry like little whingy bitches. Now let's go back to the quotes of the article. This is what they said. This was the final bit that I found interesting. The presence of Beltran did not break any party rules or laws, but it has some in the party on edge. Oh, I'm sorry that my presence has you on edge. Okay, let's have a look at one more part of this. Here we go. Freedom of speech and respect for others provides the best guarantee that false ideas will be replaced by true ideas, that harmful policies will be replaced by beneficial ones, and that ineffective policies will be improved. Okay, so what's funny is that one of the senior Liberal Party members texted me after all of this occurred and said to me that she was shocked by what she saw on my channel. Okay, well, I don't know what you were shocked by. I told you how people perceived me. I told you that a lot of it is garbage, and she made out like she completely understood because, you know, she understands how the media works. Okay, well, all well and good. Let's read that again so that everyone in the Liberal Party in Victoria can understand this point. Freedom of speech and respect for others provides the best guarantee that false ideas will be replaced by true ideas, that harmful policies will be replaced by beneficial ones, and that ineffective policies will be improved. If anything I say on my channel was so false, you could have easily counter-argued it. There was no need to contact someone at the Guardian, a moronic publication, and tell them that this young lady was doing anything. What was I doing? I was taking selfies, I was listening and networking. That's really not a huge crime. Okay. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Well, thank you so much guys for watching my video today. Just remember guys, you can probably catch me on almost every single social media platform out there. All of my social media links will be in the description box below. I now have a PayPal. I also have subscribe stars, so if anyone wants to give anything, then that would be great, but if not, all good. It's really not an issue. And stay tuned for my next live stream or video.